Pat? Pat!
Coming, Daddy!
Telephone!
Margaret Weatherby, 351.
Is that you, Miss Patricia?
Yes?
It's Nanny here.
Oh, Nanny, is it really you?
You sound miles away.
Tell your father I shall have to stay the night here with my married sister.
But, Nanny, darling, where are you? But I thought you'd be here tonight.
The train took nearly 6 hours from Inverness, but I'll get the first one in the morning.
Oh, do hurry, Nanny, we need you. Rosie's gone off to work in the parachute factory, and Mother's at the hospital all day and all night, and now they say I've got a spot on my lung. I don't even know what that is, but it means I can't join up.
Now, it's all right, Miss Patricia, it's all right. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Time, please. Thank you. Time. Drink up.
Does he think it's too soon?
Yes, but if your Colonel agrees to us getting married, then Dad won't stand in your way.
Good for him. It's getting late. I gotta go.
It seems no sooner you've got here, then you always start going back again.
Well, come on, you two. I want my beauty sleep.
First chance I get, we'll get our day at the ocean. Just us.
Promise.
I promise.
Rosie couldn't stay awake any longer. I'm not surprised. She's gone to bed. Good night, Chuck. Good night, Chuck.
Good night, Mr. Blair.
Thursday nights, Mum always makes bubble and squeak.
Tasty.
Bubble and squeak all right with you, Mr. Blair?
Lovely.
Only, I made it.
I don't know where to begin.
Oh, Mum.
Well, if I can't do it, I can't.
Shh. I can't get it on anymore. You must.
There's only one thing for it.
What?
You can't keep it from your father much longer. We'll have to tell him.
No. Sometimes I forget what he looked like.
Who?
Harvey.
Oh.
I keep getting him mixed up in my mind with Mario. Why doesn't he come round and see me?
I expect he's busy.
He only ever seemed to come round when Uncle Sid was here.
Oh, Sid'll be back, never fear. He wouldn't go off and leave all his stuff upstairs.
Blow Uncle Sid. It's Mario I want to see.
Boy! You two!
Just coming.
You going to stay down there in that ring all night or what?
No, be up in a minute.
You really loved me, Mum. Harvey really loved me. First day we met, it was love at first sight.
He was a nice boy.
He was lovely.
But you've got to forget about him, Letty. Set your sights on the future. If you can't tell your father, I'll have to.
No! Not until Mario's proposed to me.
Ah, the dames are crazy about me. Pay 21s.
Can't figure how he does it.
Come on, pay up, you guys. Pay, pay, pay. Come on, Jaime, I need your dough.
You need my dough.
Uh-huh.
I need my dough. Patsy. Thanks. You know, when I got drafted, I promised my old man I'd quit the 8 with $5,000 in my pocket and buy into his garment business. Partners. So what am I doing, handing over my old man's business to a jerk like Mario?
Day I quit this outfit, I'm gonna marry me a movie star.
Yeah? Who's that?
How do I know who? But she's gonna have long, long legs.
Yeah.
And blonde hair like was made of silk.
Uh-huh.
And $1 million in the bank.
Oh, yeah, that'll be the day, Mario. Stick.
What about that cute little chick in the grocery store?
With Letty? She's a cute little chick in a grocery store.
Jaime.
Anybody home?
Come on, huh? I'm $17 down. I'm thinking.
Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy me a classy out-of-town gambling joint and spend the rest of my life taking money from suckers like you.
Hit me.
Hey, big shot. This classy out-of-town gambling joint. How are you gonna pay for it?
Oh.
I just married me a movie star with $1 million in the Chase Manhattan, ain't I? Hiya, Chuck.
Hey, Elmer. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. Your fiancée, she keeping okay for you?
You bet.
Oh, that's great. Take it easy, huh? Never knew a guy smelled so clean.
$1 million, huh, Mario?
Yeah, $1 million.
Well, in that case, you don't need my dough.
Sure, I need your dough. I need all the money I can get.
Yeah, what for?
So I can sweet talk my blonde film star.
Not again.
You two'd have got on all right together. Both tough as old boots.
Well, I better be getting back.
Oh, not yet.
I got work to do. Some of my flyboys are sassy enough without me giving them cause. One of them's stupid enough to go and get himself married. That girl at the pub, Vi.
Vi's a decent girl.
Decent?
Well, you're flyboy.
Oh, Chuck Erickson.
I shouldn't think Chuck's having to make an honest woman out of her.
Sally,
I was very happy with Stan the time we were together. But our marriage is over and there's no going back. I'm glad you're here. I'm grateful. I don't ask anything else, Joe.
Where the hell did he get to? Give me 1 minute, would you?
Okay, let's see if we can get it right this time.
Major, it's none of your goddamn training is to improve things. Sit around on our butts telling each other how good we are.
I guess so.
I guess so. Last time the interval between takeoffs was down to 33 seconds. Let's see if we can make it 30.
Come on, guys, what is this? I'm gonna be late.
Me and my partner, we hope you ain't forgot your promise to cut us in on a highly profitable deal concerning certain high-class London broads you've been shooting your mouth off about lately.
Ah, damn boys.
Yeah, them. So what about them, Mario?
Wait, you see, Patsy, I'm gonna see...
Hey, Mario, we got training. The exec's up the tower waiting for us. Let's go.
Right. Well, nice talking to you guys like always, but my duty to Uncle Sam comes first.
Hey, what about them, Mario?
Can I help you guys?
Shannon, I am waiting for information from London about the proposition we have been discussing. Until then, keep your greasy paws off of my jacket. Let's go.
How's that?
32.
Morning, Albert.
Oh, you.
Look at that, just in time for a cuppa.
You're in a state?
Yeah. Is Vera about, eh?
You been in a fight?
Yeah, while you're at it, a couple of bangers and some fried bread to go down a treat.
No letter, no phone call, not even a measly postcard. And you march in here, butter wouldn't melt in your mouth ordering up breakfast.
God, you ain't half selfish, Albert. You've brewed up, haven't you?
Enough for one. Me. You look horrible.
Well, there's a story about that.
I bet there is.
It was Monday night's raid. No, tell a lie, Sunday.
There was nothing on the wireless about any raid.
No, well, it was down Silvertown way, wasn't it? You know, Dockland. Anyway, there's this landmine, right? Just when I'm coming out the pub and all. Well, I had to lend a hand, didn't I? You've never seen nothing like it, Albert. There's fallen masonry, there's timbers, there's dead bodies all over the shop. Oh. But you're dead right, Albert, as always. God, I was in a state. I'm crawling about on my hands and knees, right? Underneath what's left of these flats about to fall on me nut. There's more dust up me hooter than the Sahara Desert. Then what you think happens, Albert, eh? What you reckon? Eh? Just when I can't stand it no longer, I hear this faint cry.
What cry?
Well, it's very faint, far off sort of cry. Well, I can't give up now, can I? Not till I've got 'em out.
Them?
Well, it's this sweet old lady and her pussycat.
Go.
No, straight, Albert. Naturally, the old whistle come in for some rough treatment, didn't it? Huh? Business still on the up and up, is it? Yeah. Has Mario been round recently?
Mussolini, he's been round all right. I don't think he likes you very much, sir. I got a strong impression you let him down.
Trying to get a bridge for together. Arthur.
No, a bit to your right, I think, darling.
What's that?
Yeah. Phyllis plays quite well, doesn't she? Phyllis Lambourne.
Yes, if one knew where to find her. Okay.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, you know the night she and I went up to London together.
Wasn't she supposed to be meeting Dickie from his ship?
Supposed to be, yes.
Up a bit, please, darling. No, that's it.
I don't know whether he actually did turn up.
He's an elusive chap, Dickie. Perhaps they're off on a second honeymoon.
Perhaps, that would be nice. Anyway, Arthur wants you to play this evening.
Oh, darling, how would I get there?
Got it all worked out. You'll be picked up by car, brought home afterwards.
Oh, car. Arthur's old Armstrong Sidley's been laid up since September 39.
I hope it's understood that I'm going to ruin this war.
Darling, whose car?
Major Kiley's.
That's very good of the Major.
Yes, it's extraordinary.
Whoops. Butterfingers.
The Americans don't seem to have any kind of idea about petrol rationing.
See, he's one of Arthur's bridge 4.
Well, Arthur thinks he's championship class.
Yeah, very likely. Helen. I haven't played bridge for ages. I'm a bit rusty. Wouldn't you care to go in my place?
No, I must be here for Nanny. The train's so unpredictable these days, she could arrive any time.
Right, well, if you think so.
Yes.
Expect I'll enjoy playing a rubber or two.
Good. Well, that's settled. I'll give Arthur a ring. He'll be awfully pleased. He's been looking forward to it. He's also got a box of cigars from, who do you think? Albert Munty.
Well, I'll enjoy smoking one of those.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, Fatso.
You know this guy?
No.
Me neither.
I don't mix with bums. It ain't good for my social status.
I am not speaking to you, Baton. Listen, Fatso. I'm going down to the pub tonight, see? And I don't want no fat guys muscling in on my girl, okay?
Your girl?
My girl.
Alma, I can hear this noise. Like somebody chewing off the end of a .50 caliber Browning.
Hey, you hear me, Fatso?
Yeah, I can hear it too. So give me a...
Hey, Fatso!
Jaime, would you stop calling me Fatso?
There's something else you ought to know. Rosie don't like you no more. Likewise, she don't like the noise you keep making with that tin toothpick you keep stuck in your fat mouth, okay, Fatso?
Jaime, you call me Fatso just once more, huh? You know, I swear!
You what? What? You're all washed up with Rosie.
No, I'm not.
Don't blame me, Fatso. He hit me! I only called you Fatso.
What?
Come on, fat boy. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Come on. What? Come on.
What gives?
It's the big fight, Madison Square Garden. On your right, Primo Carnera. On your left, Jack Sharkey coming up to the 6th and I hope final round.
Don't do that. Yeah.
What's it about this time?
Your fiance's sister. What else?
Oh, not again.
Get off me, you big fat...
Hey! Oh, you guys, cut it out! What did Rosie do this time?
I said just Rosie. Jaime keeps on calling me Fatso.
Well, why not? Everybody else does.
Yeah, but everybody don't say it the way you say it.
I say wait a minute. Wait. You're both going to the pub tonight, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what you do. You both go up to the bar together, and you ask Rosie which one of you she wants to see when the bar closes.
Yeah?
Then what?
Well, whichever one she chooses, that's it. For tonight and every night.
I think that's a wonderful idea, Chuck. Okay?
Okay!
Elmer?
Okay! See you later, Fatso.
Hey, what are you getting dressed so early for? You got, 2 hours.
No, I don't. I got 2 minutes, then I'm going to be late.
Yeah? What's all the fruit salad for?
The Colonel. It's personal.
I was going to turn it into an evening dress.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Then Stan went overseas and it's been hanging upstairs ever since.
We were very sorry about Stan. All of us at the club.
See now. Well, you're slimmer than I was, but if you can get someone just to take it in a little bit.
You wouldn't mind?
Well, I'm not thinking of getting married again. And if I ever did, then it wouldn't be in that.
Oh, it's ever so kind of you.
Oh, I don't know. We've all got to help each other, don't we, these
That's
days?
what Dad says. Either we all muck in together or we end up in muck. You know, anything I learned from Dad, not having a mum to talk to.
I bet you're the mum in your family. Well, it's not easy at your age. Or at any other age, come to that.
Does it hurt, having a baby?
I suppose so. But somehow afterwards, you forget all about that. You afraid?
I don't think so. I just wanted to know, and there never seemed to be anybody I could ask.
Well, I was going to have half a dozen. But somehow that's not something you can manage on your own.
Major Dereham.
Oh, hello there. Do come in, please. Come in.
Keeping visitors at bay?
Not you, Major.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Yes, I'm getting fitter every day. Isn't that right, Pat?
Yes, Daddy.
It's, damn tough luck, I'm sorry.
No, it's the chaps we left behind. On the battlefield, dead and unburied. They're the ones with the damn tough luck. I'm sorry, would you care to?
All right.
Oh, better luck next time.
Thanks, but perhaps we ought to make a move.
Oh, I was about to offer you a drink.
Oh, I've got my driver waiting.
Right, we'll take it with us then.
I guess the two of us should be able to get you in the Jeep. That's okay with you?
Oh, yes, that's perfectly, okay. Pat, isn't your mother about something?
She's lying down for an hour. She told you.
Ah, yes, of course, yes. Another late night at the hospital, I'm afraid. You'll forgive her not making an appearance. All right, Pat, come on, off we go.
They are 4.
That was a 6.
1, 2, no, it wasn't.
That was a
bleeding
6.
You're both cheating.
Oh.
You should see Peter. He always wins. That's cheating.
What's Mussolini doing here?
He's let his friend.
Well, I won't stand for it.
Oh, shut up. Something I've got to say to you.
What?
Albert.
Later. But like it or lump it, you're going to hear it.
Albert! Look, I can't hang about much longer.
You're not the only one. I got certain parties waiting for answers to certain questions.
All in good time, my son.
Yeah, but it better be.
Albert!
I'll talk to you later.
We haven't finished.
Look, don't worry, I won't be 2 shakes of a donkey's
But
watch it,
I'm
right?
winning.
Of course you are. Pretty girls like you are supposed to win.
Do you want some milk, Mum?
It wouldn't come amiss.
Excuse me, Marion.
Don't be all night. Albert!
Tin salmon.
Oh, what you want, 1 dozen?
2 dozen.
You are late night customers, Albert, old son.
It's nothing to do with me. Yeah. You haven't got any more cigars, have you?
Albert, if you'd just put your pride and your hand in your pocket, you could have anything, couldn't you? Anything, Albert.
Go on, Mario. You've time for a cup of cocoa?
Yeah, why not, Mrs. Mundy?
Right.
Some bloke for Uncle Sid.
Who?
I don't know, some bloke.
Well, don't leave him standing on the doorstep, Letty. Ask him in. Sid!
Right. That's 2 dozen salmon, ditto spam, ditto ketchup, 3 dozen corned beef, right? And the cigars. Yeah, is that it? What's what?
I'd better go and see what she wants.
Look, blow her. Let's first see what you want, right?
Oh, come in, Mr.
Thank you.
Sid, you want?
If it's no trouble.
Well, he's in the shop with my husband. Sid!
Thank you, Mr. Mundy.
I'll go and fetch him.
What you want,
A
Vera?
friend of yours, Sid. Mr.
Sidney Percival Davis.
Who wants to know?
Formerly of Cobarth Street, Hackney.
Formerly, but I was bombed out. Yeah. It was a landmine, you see. You should have seen it. It was something chronic. There's fallen masonry, timbers, dead bodies all over the shop.
Sidney Percival Davis, I'm a police officer.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Stop it!
Police? Vera.
Albert? Oh. Mario.
Playing games, ain't we?
Hey?
Just playing games.
But what was all that about?
Nothing to do with you, laddie.
I know, but...
Or me. Hey, I don't want you to worry your pretty little head about anything.
Let's Harry. Right.
Oh.
There. Now. Come on. We'll dump it all in the pond.
go yet?
No, I'm not going. I'm gonna stick around and make sure everything's all right.
I don't care what they get up to. Any of them.
Right. Now, when that policeman comes back here, you don't know anything. Understand? Anything.
I don't.
Come on. Vera.
No.
Can't you see the mess I'm in?
I'm beginning to.
Well then.
Letty's in a lot worse mess.
Letty? Letty?
She's pregnant. And she needs your help.
Letty.
What?
You and him.
Where's Sid?
One of my lads will catch up with him, Mrs. Mundy. You can bet on it.
I'm sorry about all your trouble, Mr. Mundy, but it's getting really late. I gotta get back to the base.
And, who might you be, sir?
Sergeant Mario Baton, 525th Bomb Group, United States, 8th Air Force, Market Weatherby.
My boyfriend.
I won't detain you, sir.
Right. Well, good night. Come on, sweetheart.
I won't be long.
I didn't want him here in the first place.
Sir?
My brother-in-law. Only put him up out of charity. You can take a look around if you like. We've got nothing to hide.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Mundy.
He's my brother. I want to know what he's supposed to have done.
It's what we know he's done. In a nutshell, your brother's evaded his military service by deceiving the authorities as to his physical condition. I'm afraid there's no doubt about it, sir. Mr. Davis paid another party to stand in for him at his medical. Fact is, he's as fit as you or me. But he'd rather see someone like our brave young American friend defend his country for him.
What if he comes back?
And let us know, eh, Mr. Mundy? Wouldn't do any good concealing his whereabouts. Him or you, sir. Good night.
I'll see you out.
Vera, I thought...
I know what you thought.
Sid, all that stuff at the bottom of the pond cost me a small fortune.
Good riddance. Letty. She's the one we've got to worry about now.
That bloody eye-tie.
Albert.
I'll kill him.
Albert, no. It wasn't Mario. And you can't kill a dead man.
Eh?
That poor boy, Harvey. A young lieutenant.
Him?
Such a nice boy.
What's happened to us?
Mario's fond of Letty. We must hope for the best.
Principles? Strictly old principles, I told him. Hammered it in. Both of them. Letty and Peter.
Yes, Albert.
Hammered it in. Now I'm betrayed by my own son. Gone to live with my worst enemy. Because that rotten brother of yours, I lost a small fortune. And now Letty. My little Letty.
BBC Home and Forces programme. Here is the news, and this is David Dunhill reading it. In the war on the Eastern Front, Russian offensives on a massive scale are being launched on the Kharkov and Bryansk regions of the Ukraine. From Quebec in Canada comes news that the Prime Minister and President...
How long you got?
Oh, all the time in the world. About 2 hours. Margaret Weatherby.
Oh, I'm here. Thank you, comfortable. Thank you.
We're keeping you up.
Oh, I don't know what's the matter with me.
Oh?
Ever since I started working at that blinking parachute factory, it gets to about this time, I just can't keep awake.
Go on, up you go.
You sure you don't mind, Dad?
So long as I get my supper. I reckon he'll cope with that. You'll have to watch your step, Rosie.
How's that, then?
Well, if young Peter stays here much longer, he'll be a much better cook than either of you two girls.
Mr. Blair, I'm very grateful to you for letting me stay here. But I think tomorrow I'll have to go home.
Well, if you want to.
I ought to. Nothing I say or do ever seems to do any good where Dad's concerned, but I shouldn't have left.
Especially not to come here, eh? Peter, I think it's about time you knew what it is that stands between your dad and me.
Push me, I told you not to do that. Where is she, Mr. Blair?
Who?
Rosie!
Who wants her?
I do.
No, I suggest you boys go out and come back in again.
No, you don't understand.
When you've sorted yourselves out.
Yeah, the thing is...
It's okay, you see, we got it all worked out.
Yeah, tonight's the night.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, me and Elmer got this working arrangement, like a
truce.
Yeah, and whichever one Rosie picks tonight, that's it.
Oh. So, where is she?
Upstairs.
Oh. Upstairs?
In bed. On the house.
So I saluted, and he said he hoped I'd be as happy as he's been these past 28 years.
Is that all?
No. He made me give him my personal guarantee you're a girl of the highest moral character. Are you? Anyway, don't be surprised if they send a team of psychiatrists, padres, and MPs around to check you out.
Oh, I like you, Colonel.
Do you?
We'll call our first son Rufus.
You've got to be kidding.
All right, all right.
Sal, open up. Sal. Sally.
Sally? What's wrong?
What is this? The Bank of England? Sal. Sal.
I thought you were dead.
I thought I was dead.
They told me you were dead.
Doctors, nurses, they all thought I'd had it. I was flat on my back for weeks on end.
Dan.
No sense, no feeling. But you can't keep a good man down. After all, if the dirty great Jerry 88mm couldn't kill me, I must be fireproof. What's he doing here? Hey?
Why didn't you write?
Of course I bloody wrote.
I didn't get anything. Nothing, Stan.
I wrote enough to fill a book. Was the cat got his tongue?
Missing. They said missing, feared dead.
It's you and him, isn't it?
I didn't know.
The best part of 2 years I've been out there. 2 years and I come back to this.
I guess it's
Shut your face!
I guess it's just one thing you gotta understand.
I'm a Yank. I might have known it, a bloody Yank.
Honest, Sam, we didn't know.
You didn't want to know. All right then, Yank. Come on, I'm just ready for you. Well, come on then, bloody Yank.
No, Stan, no.
I told you to shut your face, Yank.
Get upstairs.
Yeah, get upstairs, Sal. With a bit of luck, you'll find the bed still warm. Go on. Get upstairs.
Now you should...
Mummy's just coming.
Oh, Badiri.
Oh, Nanny, it's good to see you. Honestly, I never thought I'd see you again, buried away up there in Inverness.
Buried? Oh, no, McGill, not yet.
I didn't mean it like that.
I do find what you meant. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
Well, since Rosie left, it's all hands to the pumps. Now you sit down, Nanny. How are you?
It's been a very long time, Mrs. Dereham.
Pat, isn't there any cake left?
No.
You think you could go and look?
You trying to get rid of me?
Yes, just for a couple of minutes. She's terribly disappointed. She's not allowed to join any of the women's services.
Oh, aye.
She's not ill exactly. She's got to have another test in 6 months.
You're a different woman from when I saw you last.
After all those years.
Oh, I fear the burden has fallen heavy on your shoulders.
Everybody has more than their fair share these days.
Ah, well, that's as may be, but if you don't take more care of yourself, it'll not be just the Major and Miss Patricia who'll need looking after.
Nonsense, Nanny. I'm as strong as a horse.
Now just back off, will you? Just back off. I don't want to hurt you. You can't hurt me, bloody Yank.
Stop it! Stop it, both of you! For God's sake, haven't you had enough?
I'm gonna finish you, Yank.
Stanley!
Get up! Get up! Come on! Stay back! Shit!
I can't honestly say that your dad's a man after my own heart, but by the same token, that doesn't mean to say he's a bad man. I mean, he's got 1 or 2 bees in his bonnet, but that's true of most of us. No, this thing between your dad and me, you know, this not speaking and such like, well, it's got worse rather than better over the years. See, Lally, my wife, you never met her, of course. She died when young Rosie was born. I miss her as much today as I did the day she died. Anyway, I liked Vera, and I suppose she liked me. Then when she came to me for advice, that's when I did the wrong thing. But, you see, I had it in the back of my head that maybe we'd get married. But after a while...
You and Mum?
Well, it was all a long time ago, Peter. I think she had the same idea. I think Lally would have been pleased. I don't know, Peter. Anyway, she got pregnant, and then she came to me and asked me what she ought to do. And I told her that she'd never be happy with your father. I did my best to put her off him. I know it don't reflect no credit on me, Peter, but that's the way it was. And your dad, he had an idea that I'd put her against him, and so I can hardly blame him for the way he feels about me. And as to Letty and you, well, you can see why he's been so strict with you both, can't you? I don't suppose it'll make things easier when you go back, but at least you know about it.
Oh, Nanny, it is nice to have you back again.
Aye, that's right.
Would you believe it, Major? Nanny looked after us all for 10 years.
11?
Oh, 11, yes, for 11 years. She ruled us with a rod of iron. Now it looks as though she's going to rule us for another 10.
Stuff and nonsense,
11.
Major. Well, I'm just going to make some tea, Mrs. Dereham.
Thank you, Nanny. Well,
how did you get on?
Well, splendid, splendid.
I haven't enjoyed a game of bridge so much in years.
Ah, me too. We had a whale of a time. Mind you, I chose the wrong partner. Serious tactical error. I played with Arthur. Lost nearly £2 to Riggs Danby and the Major, yeah. Tell me, does your Colonel play bridge?
I don't think he does, no.
Ah, pity. Still, never mind. Tell you what, why don't you both come over to dinner one evening? Whenever's convenient. I'm sure you two can arrange something. Excuse me, will you? I must stop Nanny making the tea. Otherwise it'll be nothing but hot water.
Ronnie.
Nanny! Nanny!
He's been like that all evening.
It's his quirky mood.
I've missed you. I can't tell you how much.
I have tried. I really have tried.
You want some more? Do you?
Billy boy.
I've never seen him.
What are you gonna do? I'll make a deal with you.
I don't make deals with bloody Yanks.
I'll go now and never come back. But first you gotta make me a promise.
You? Make you a promise?
You gotta promise me you won't hurt Sally. If you don't...
Yeah. What? Yank?
Well, if you don't, I guess we're gonna have to go through this all again. And even when we're done, I still ain't gonna quit. Until we got a deal.
You bloody Yank.
Okay, bloody Yank. Do I get your promise? Stan, you never gave me the chance to say it. I'm sorry.
Son.
Nobody else is. Let's get you cleaned up. Look like you've been hit by a bus.
Take thee, Charles Edward,
Take thee, Charles Edward,
to my wedded husband,
to my wedded husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer.
with this ring I thee wed,
With this ring I thee wed.
with my body I thee worship,
With my body I thee worship.
and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
And with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Those whom God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
Feel pretty.
Hey, Bob, I'll see to that. Thanks, Bob. There we are.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to take you away from all these people and spend the rest of the day somewhere quiet. No one else around.
Sounds perfect.
How the hell'd you get this?
Don't ask. I got a bottle of champagne for the old man later, too.
You'll need to. Of all the stupids. Stupid.
What's so stupid about it?
There's going to be a lot of divorces in this man's Air Force before the war's over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't have married her.
You bet I do. The way things are, she stands a good chance of being a widow by the end of the week.
I can't go out with either of you tonight. I gotta help here.
What's the matter, Rosie? Don't you like me anymore?
Old faithful Elmer?
You want something to eat, Rosie? I'll get you a sandwich.
Oh, no, thank you, Jaime.
What's it with a sling, Jaime?
I couldn't find no sugar. You want some sugar?
I don't take sugar, thank you.
Sweet enough already, Jaime. Oh, well, guess a guy knows when he's been cut out. Sweet Rosie O'Grady. She left me for one-on-bull turret gunner. Shall I go kill myself now or later?
What'd I tell you? A really funny guy.
Yep.
I'd love a piece of cake, Elmer.
You should have brought Letty. If I would have liked that.
I know. But he wouldn't have it. The minute he realised, he made her give her notice at the Roxy. She's to stay indoors till her child's born. It's cruel, Jack.
He's a stubborn old fool. I'd like to tell him a thing or two.
He wouldn't listen. Least of all to you. I shouldn't be talking about him like this.
I'd better go and do my duty. I'm glad you came here.
It's a proud day for him. Yes. First girl in the village to marry one of them. Wonder how many more before it's all through.
Pick a glass? Any glass?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Best champagne. Money can buy. Come on.
You make a good way.
Take it easy now.
Yeah. Here we go. Chuck. Now, ladies first, eh? There we go.
They saved some for everybody. Hey, come on, Mr. Blair. I'll do that. I'll do it.
Now, have you all got glasses?
No, come on, give me some.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say two things, and then I'll shut up. The first is I'd like to welcome you all to the Plough on this very happy occasion. And second,
Here you are, Jackal.
I'd like... Oh, thank you.
Here, Dad.
Thank you. And second, I'd like you all to raise your glasses and drink a toast with me to my daughter and her husband. To wish them a long and happy life together. And may they be able to enjoy that life without the interference of Mr. Hitler.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chuck and Vi. God bless them both.
Chuck
Sorry about the coffee. It's all we can get. We're, of course, rather used to it now.
It's just fine.
Must be tired of the English. Always apologizing.
Not at all.
We wouldn't want you to think that it's what we're accustomed to.
I think we all know how things are.
Oh, when we first arrived, maybe we were a little brash, but I guess that we've learned to understand each other better these last 5 months.
Oh, yes, I'm sure we have.
Still some people who don't like you.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Dereham.
Well, good heavens, who do you have in mind, Pat?
Albert Mundy?
Albert Mundy? No, he's not typical.
Well, the guy from the post office store.
Wasn't there some trouble over his daughter?
Well, I don't think Albert Mundy likes his fellow Britons very much either.
Well, after today, I think you'll get a lot of support in the village.
Oh, the wedding?
Yes.
Well, I'm delighted if you think it'll help cement good relations.
For a while, anyway.
I just hope we don't get too many of the boys following young Erickson's example.
It's hardly likely.
Well, I'm not so sure.
You disapprove of Americans marrying British girls, Colonel?
Well, I just don't want my boys rushing into marriage for the wrong reasons, just because they're lonely or homesick.
Marry in haste, repent at leisure.
That's right.
There's a risk in any marriage.
Sure there is, but the risk is greater in this sort of situation. I want to avoid a lot of messy divorces later on. Now, that would really create bad feeling.
What are you going to do about it, Rufus? You can't keep our guys from going after girls.
Yes, but I don't think it's entirely one-sided. A lot of our girls have rather thrown themselves at your chaps.
Well, I guess that some of our boys look pretty, glamorous to your women.
I think that's only the uniform.
Oh.
Well, anyway, it wasn't like that between Vi and Chuck.
No, I'm sure not.
Weren't you going to the reception?
I didn't feel like it. Look, if you'll all excuse me, I've got rather a headache and I think I'll go to bed. No, please, don't get up. Come, Krasnich.
Good night.
And, I shouldn't worry too much about British girls. We're a pretty sensible lot on the whole. Good night, you two.
I hope I didn't upset your daughter, Major Dereham.
No, she's just a little tired, that's all. Can I interest you in more coffee?
Well, that's kind of you, Major, but we better be moving along. It's been very pleasant, and I'd like to thank you and your wife.
Not at all. No, it's been a pleasure meeting you both again. I'll see you out.
Good night, Dr. Dereham.
Good night.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Thanks.
Good night.
Thank you. Thanks much.
I bumped into that woman again. She gave me a pretty funny look.
You get lots of Americans bring their girlfriends here. She probably thinks I'm your best stuff.
My what?
It's an expression of Dad's. Oh, you'd be surprised what suspicious minds people have. Especially as far as the Yanks are concerned.
Yeah, well, it's partly our own fault.
I don't care what they think. Hello. Husband.
Hello, wife. I love you. How's the bed?
It's lovely.
I never slept in one like that before.
We used to have a four-poster at the plough. Shall I draw the curtains?
I want to look at you. wish I could give you a real honeymoon. Take you away someplace. One night in a hotel 10 miles from...
I don't mind. Oh, I love you.
When I get through my 25 missions...
Don't
What?
make promises. It's unlucky. Did you lock the door?
No, you think I should?
What if someone came in?
Let him come. They'll soon realize their mistake.
Come on, Letty, cheer up, will you? That was supposed to be a happy ending.
I'm sorry. I think John Payne's lovely.
Come on, I'll walk you home.
Mario, do you love me a little?
Yeah, sure I do.
More than a little.
And much more. Letty, you had any letters from Sid lately?
He's in prison.
Yeah, I know he's in prison, but does he write?
He wrote to Mum.
Yeah? Did he say anything about me?
I don't know. Did you go to the wedding? Oh, I love weddings. Did I wear white? You're not listening to me.
Sure I'm listening to you, Letty.
There's nothing the matter, is there?
Matter? What should be the matter? I got a little trouble with the natives, nothing I can't handle.
Natives?
Come on, I gotta get back to the base.
She just slipped out. I was in the shop, couldn't stop her.
You can't keep her a prisoner in her own house.
If you hadn't gone to that blasted wedding, you might have been able to keep
She's
an eye
a
on her.
nice girl, Vi. I've always liked her.
Your own daughter with child by one of them, and you chatting and laughing with them like they was our friends. And you got any pride?
Not the first time a man's got a girl into trouble.
You throw that back in my face, would you?
No.
All her life I tried to bring that girl up to be a proper. Conduct herself like a lady.
You were too strict with her. And with Peter.
Strict?
Suffocated them. The wonder is not that he went off to Jack Blair's, but that he ever came back. And now he has. It won't do any good shouting at him. Getting your own back.
What? You expected me to say nothing?
Yes.
Well, what about Letty going about the village in her condition?
There'll be talk. Well, there'll be just as much talk if you keep her locked up here. And if you want to stop Letty leaving this house, you'll have to lock her in her room. Well, is that what you're going to do? Is it? Lost your tongue, have you?
Leave off, woman. I should never let him come here.
Who?
Who do you think? Your brother was the first one to bring those Yanks into this house.
That's not true.
We were doing very nicely, keeping ourselves to ourselves. Lee came along with his under-the-counter nylons and his American buddies.
You were quite happy to get all you could out of it at the time. All those little extras for your best customers. You didn't say no to a bit of under-the-counter then.
Well, maybe I should have. All lost though, anyway. Probably have the police come calling back here again someday. What have I done to deserve it? That's what I'd like to know.
Mum?
Where have you been?
Pictures. I'd love for you to ask you before I went out.
I was in the front.
Enjoy the film?
Sun Valley Serenade, John Payne. Lovely. I went with Mario.
Oh, yes.
It was ever so nice.
Get to bed.
He's just brought me home.
Well, why didn't you ask him in?
Oh, he had to get back to the base.
Bed.
All right, I'm going. Mum, I think it's really serious this time. Good night. See you in the morning. Night, Dad.
I'm coming. I won't. Just wait a few minutes, okay?
I wish we had longer.
Yes.
I'll make it up to you, I promise. You're all wet.
I'm all right.
I love you, Vi. I better get going. I'll call you as soon as I get back.
Yes.
Well, we gotta take special care today. We got the bridegroom on board. Bet you never figured out Stuttgart for your honeymoon.
I'd prefer Niagara Falls.
Skip?
Yeah?
Do you take it a bit easy this trip? I don't feel so good.
You sick or something?
What? No. You just bet me $5 this one would be scrapped because of the weather.
Hey, Herman! Did you read the message inside your chute?
If this one don't work, just bring it back. Okay, Red, so what else is new?
Just don't get up my ass out there today.
Are you kidding? I'm back here buying the drinks while you're still getting off the deck.
5 will get you 10.
You got it.
Come on.
Hey, Mario, you want some help?
You gotta be kidding, Stutzy.
Tell the fat guy to lose some weight. One of these days he might get stuck someplace.
Get stuck yourself, big mouth. What you doing here?
Doing? What do you think I'm doing? First time my B-17's gonna take off without me. I gotta be there to kiss her goodbye.
Your B-17's the only thing you'll ever get to kiss, Tootsie.
Hey, Elmer, got any message for Rosie? I got a date with her tonight.
Yeah, me too. See you there.
What? Hey, wait a minute! You don't got a date with her, Butzo!
Hey, Elmer, you really got a date with Rosie?
I don't know. But I sure worried, Jaime.
I'll get you! I'll kill you, you double lord!
You're telling me that one of my best radio operators has been passing PX and quartermaster stock to this guy Davis, who sells them on the black market in London.
That's right, Major.
How the hell did Batone get a hold of the stuff in the first place?
We don't know, sir. Detective Sergeant Roberts would like to ask him a few questions.
You've caught Davis?
Yes, sir. The man Davis was apprehended last month and is at present in custody at one of His Majesty's prisons. We found out about his activities on the black market when he was being questioned about another
He says Sergeant Batone was in it with him.
Yes.
Well, I guess that you can prove all of this?
We would like to question Sergeant Batone.
I'm sure you would, but how do I know this isn't all based on some guy with a grudge shooting his mouth off? I want proof.
The two men were often seen together, and Batone was a frequent visitor at the house in the village where Davis was staying.
Is there a girl living there?
Yes, sir.
So, maybe he was visiting her.
I have a list of items.
4 dozen cans of peaches.
That's a lot of peaches.
Exactly, sir. Now, if I might have a word with Sergeant Batone.
You're a patient man?
I like to think so, sir.
Don't need to be. And you want us 20,000 feet up over the English Channel. Be back this afternoon sometime after 5, 6 o'clock, so if you'd like to wait someplace, I'll arrange for you to see him then. That's all.
they've taken the day off.
Hey, Skip. We got company.
How many, Elmer? Can you count them?
6, I think. Here they come.
Got them. There's more, Skip. Another 6. 10 o'clock high.
Skip coming up level. Watch out, 4 or 5 o'clock high. 2 o'clock level, 2 o'clock level.
Jeez. That's Herman, ain't it?
More, Skip, 2 o'clock high.
Give me position, will you? Coming up to the IP at 25,000. 10 minutes to target. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going in.
Make that 5 missing?
And 2 damaged.
678, 701, 784, 671.
Give me the pilots' names.
Bailey, Krotnick, Burwash, Johnson, Kovacs.
Wait a minute. There's one more.
And Burwash.
He's got trouble with his engines. And his landing gear.
Wounded aboard. I want a couple of meat wagons and a fire truck.
Oh my God.
Get him out of there!
Get him away from the plane! Get him away! Any more back there?
No! Move away! Come on! Fast!
Say hello to my girl for me, will you guys? Beautiful girl I'm gonna marry.
Letty? I'll tell Letty.
I got this film star waiting for me. You remember. She's got this blonde hair and long, long legs.
us in the chase.
Chuck said he'd ring as soon as he landed.
Looks cloudy to me. What do you think?
No, it's all right.
Are you sure, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna really miss you, when your husband takes you back to America.
America. Seems strange. Sometimes I forget that Chuck's an American with a home and family that I've never met. Do you think they'll like me?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet his mother's disappointed.
No.
Now, I bet she wanted him to marry an American girl. She doesn't know a thing about me.
She answered your letter, didn't she?
Oh, I know that.
And they've got your photograph. Chuck's the luckiest man in the whole US 8th Air Force. And I reckon he knows it, too.
Did you hear the crash?
What?
One of the bombers has crashed. It's on fire. You can see it from the Picton Road. I cycling back from the factory.
Which one, Rosie? Which one was it?
I don't know, I couldn't see. There's men all round it trying to put out the flame.
I'm going down there.
No, you stay here. I'll go. Rosie, look after your sister. I'll be back by opening time.
Don't let it be Chuck's plane. Please, God, don't let it be Chuck's.
Battle lasted about 10 minutes. Couldn't see much. They were coming from behind. That's when Krotner got it. Saw him losing altitude. Just exploded. Poor bastards didn't stand a chance. Mario got one. Maybe two. He was shouting. Then they disappeared.
Before you reached the target?
Yeah. All happened on the way back. We dumped our load. Like I said, we couldn't see much. Cloud cover was pretty bad. Got to break over the target, but it last. Then we headed home, and must have been 30 of them. Mario got hit. Stevens. Soccer's right on us. Took a hit right underneath the bomb bay, wrecked the landing gear. Started a fire. Didn't think we'd make it back. So.
Where were you?
Southwest of Brussels. Erickson. Chuck. He went out.
Erickson?
And a couple of my gunners.
You saw the chutes open?
No, Major, I saw nothing. Cockpit was full of smoke. Sergeant Jones got the fire under control. So I figured to try and make it back. We almost did.
The radio operator Patone and the ball-turret gunner Stevens were both hit. All the rest of the men bailed out?
Yeah, apart from the navigator and tail. And Elmer. He stuck with Mario. I'm sorry, Major.
Don't be a damn fool. fool. It was a miracle he made it back at all. Come in.
Sorry to trouble you, Colonel. I believe your air crews have returned. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder if I might have a word with Sergeant Bateau.
What the hell? Take it easy, Red. Now, Mr. Roberts, you can't have a word with Sergeant Bateau. Sergeant Bateau's dead. Killed by some German gunner while doing his best to defend your country. Okay, Mr. Roberts? I'm sorry it was a wasted journey, but we're all pretty busy here at the moment. So if you'd kindly get the hell out. Then the fuel tank exploded. They all got out safe, thank God. All except one.
My daughter saw the plane on fire.
Your daughter saw it?
Oh, not Vi. My younger daughter.
Where is...
She's upstairs. She's taking it pretty hard. She didn't know which one.
Sure. I'll tell her we're very sorry about Chuck.
No, I'll tell her.
Major Kiley.
Rosie?
Major Kiley's come to tell us that Chuck bailed out over Germany.
Oh, no. Did they all bail out?
No, the co-pilot and some of the crew.
What happened to Elmer Jones?
Well, he burned his hand trying to put out a fire, but otherwise he's fine.
Will he go to the hospital?
He's up there now. Mrs. Erickson, we have some bad news.
Chuck.
It's all right. He bailed out.
At the moment, we're not certain what happened.
Oh,
I'll get her to her room.
What's happened?
Well, it's pretty bad, Mum. Mario, he's been killed.
Poor boy.
I'm sorry, Lit.
Are you sure?
Jack Blair told me.
I knew they'd lost some of them.
Did Mr. Blair say he was sure about Mario? Or is that just what he thought?
I don't remember. He seemed to know all about it.
I don't believe he's
I'm afraid
dead.
it's true, Letty.
I don't believe it.
Letty.
Where are you going?
Letty.
Going over to the base. Gonna find out.
You can't.
I am.
They won't let you in.
I'll make them. Gonna find out about Mario. He can't be dead. Mustn't be dead.
Where do you think you're going? Letty! Letty! Now what's the matter with her? I thought I told you...
It's that boy she was going out with. Mario. He's been killed.
On the raid. Yesterday.
Oh. Well, where's she going now?
She doesn't believe it. She's going to the base.
Get after her, Peter.
Okay, Dad.
She thought he was going to marry her.
I know. There was never a chance of it. It was all in her head.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't...
I want to talk to someone. Someone in authority.
You can't just walk in here like that. Now, what exactly did you want, little lady?
What's the rage yesterday? They're saying in the village that Mario's been killed. Is it true?
Mario? Mario who?
Sergeant Mario Patone.
I can't give you that information, sorry.
But I have to know. Who will tell me, please?
You're not related to Sergeant Patone?
No.
I can't help you, honey. I'm sorry. If you call the Colonel's office, I guess maybe. Wait here.
I'm sorry, miss.
Monday.
Well, now, Miss Monday, what can I do for you?
Is it true Mario Patone's been killed?
Yes, it is. He was a friend of yours?
Yes.
I'm very sorry, Miss Monday. Would you like me to take you back to the village?
Thank you, I'm all right.
Why don't you sit down for a while?
Letty.
Oh, Peter. He's dead. It's true.
Come on, Let. I'll take you home.
Drop by to see some of my men.
Sergeant Jones.
Jones is one.
I heard about the mission. It's very bad.
Not so good.
You all right?
Okay.
Wasn't much fun the other evening.
No.
Well, you three won't have to go through that
Helen,
sort of
I
thing.
have to see you.
Jim.
I know I promised to stay away, but I can't. Just one evening. We'll go someplace where you're not known.
It's not... I don't care about that.
I just want to be with you. Where we won't be interrupted all the time.
All right.
Tomorrow?
I'll be through here at 7.
I'll pick you up. Okay.
Okay.
Always figured you and I'd make it. Almost. Damn. I almost did. 15 missions. No, I guess it wasn't your fault. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. me happy. And skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd have wanted me to come.
Did you hear about Jaime?
No?
Plane was shut down.
What you mean he's...
No. Wasn't flying. The rest of his crew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like him as much as you, honestly.
That a fact?
How's the hand?
Okay.
Captain Burwash was in the bar last night.
Is he drunk?
No.
I bet he was. Really loved that old plane. I guess we all did.
Well, they give you another one, won't they?
Yeah. But it ain't the same.
Don't you like me anymore?
Sure, I like you, Rosie. You're a real pretty girl.
Shall I come and see you again?
Do you want to? It shouldn't be here too long.
Well, I could come tomorrow if you'd like me to.
Okay.
Well, I see you tomorrow then. Goodbye.
Bye, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Hello, Jaime. I was really sorry to hear about Lieutenant Krotnik.
Yeah. Told her then. About Herman and the guys.
What you doing here, Jaime?
I came to see you, dummy. Make sure they're treating you right.
Thanks.
It's nearly 9 o'clock. I better do the blackout.
Right out.
Nights are drawing in already.
Yes. You know, I was just wondering whether we should turn the top field over to crops next year.
What would you do with the sheep?
Yes, that would be a problem, but if I could get Armitage to rent me one of his fields. How's Vi? Any news?
No, she's still staying in her room. Doesn't want to see anyone.
Ah, poor girl. Must have been a terrible shock for her. I do hope she doesn't give up. We need her here.
Oh, I can manage.
It's too much for you on your own.
Don't be silly, Daddy. Look, do you want to wait until Mother gets back, or shall we have supper now?
Is it really?
Shepherd's pie. We can keep it hot.
Well, I expect she'll be late. Pretty busy at the hospital these days.
Yes, she rang earlier and said she might be late.
Ah, did she? Well, in that case, we'd better hang on.
All right. I'll tell Annie.
Pat?
Yes?
You don't think you've been overworking, do you?
No? Why?
Nothing. I just thought you looked a little tired, that's all. And I don't want you to make yourself ill.
Perfectly all right, Daddy.
Right, well, don't overdo things. There's a good girl.
No, I won't.
Too fast?
I like it.
It's not far now.
Where are we going?
I don't remember the name. It's a little pub with a thatched roof. I guess you'll know it.
Doesn't matter anyway. darling, I never thought I'd be this late. I am sorry. You shouldn't have stayed up.
Where have you been?
Daddy gone to bed?
Yes, his own bed. Downstairs in the study.
You had supper?
He waited until 9:30. What about you?
Oh, I got something at the hospital. Is there any coffee left in that pot?
Shouldn't think so. It'll be cold anyway. Do you want me to make some more?
No, it's all right. I met Major Kiley coming out of the hospital. We had a drink together.
Yes.
I take it you disapprove?
It's nothing to do with me.
No.
Just hope you weren't seen by anybody in the village, that's all.
What on earth do you mean?
The Squire's wife and the American Major. The gossips would have a field day.
Oh, don't be absurd.
I'm just warning you, that's all. Now, I might as well go to bed.
Now, look here, Pat, if you want to know what
Sorry
happened...
for Daddy. Kept delaying the meal and putting it off a little longer and a little longer, just in case you came back.
Yes, well, I'll
It's
go
rather
and talk to
touching.
him before I go to bed.
Yes, I should. Tell him you met Jim Kiley and just had to have a drink with him.
Pat, you are being incredibly offhand.
It's the truth, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Seems to be pretty common around here these days. Most of the girls in the village have American boyfriends.
Sit down, Pat.
Are you an early call tomorrow? Or shall we see you at breakfast?
I want to talk to you.
Do you mind if we do it some other time, Mummy? I'm rather tired. Sleep well.
Stan?
All right.
Mummy,
Bet, go and put your dressing gown on.
Billy's crying.
Yes, all right. Tell him I'm coming.
He's hungry.
Yes, all right.
And he's wet.
Daddy had to go back to the army, Bet. Very early, first thing. He sends his love.
Is he coming back?
No.
Tomorrow?
No. No, not tomorrow. Come on, Bet. You give me a hand and clean up all this mess.
Will Uncle Joe be coming back now?
Oh, Mac, I was too damn steep coming in.
Oh, it happens, even to the good guys. Forget it.
Look, forget it, eh?
I know, I just can't seem to shake it.
Seen the new intake?
No?
Came in this morning, a bunch of kids, real yardbirds.
Where'd they find them?
I don't know, grade school, I guess. One of them looked like he was just out of short pants.
They'll shape up.
They better had.
We were all kind of raw when we first started.
Yeah.
Still seen the dame lives down by the pond?
Nope.
What happened?
Her husband came back.
I thought he was dead.
So did I.
Hey, hi. I'm Billy Calvero. They told me to find a bed in here.
Elmer Jones?
Hey, well, I'm Captain Burwash's crew, so maybe we'll be together. Hey, what happened to your hand?
Oh, I burned it.
Tough break, pal. Boy, I'm sure as hell glad I got into this group.
You are?
Oh, yeah. One of the best. I heard about this Major Kiley back in the States. He sounds like he's really something.
Yeah, he's okay. You know, Sergeant, I wouldn't take that bet if I were you.
Why not? Is there something wrong with it? The locker was empty, so I figured I'd just...
Guy who had it before. We don't know what happened to him. I don't get it. We bailed out. Over Belgium on the last trip. Chuck Erickson got married the day before. So I reckon you'd be happier someplace else.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know. Hey, can you tell me which one I should take?
One down the end there, or you could grab this one here.
Who had this one, then?
A guy by the name of Mario Baton.
Uh-huh. And, what?
He's dead.
Gee, thanks.
Sergeant Culver.
Sir.
Good to see you back, Elmer. How's the hand?
Yeah, it's okay.
Can you fire a gun?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good. You gotta help me get a new crew together. You and Sergeant Stutzy.
Jaime? He's with us now?
Yeah. At ease, Culver. They tell me you're a tail gunner.
Yes, sir.
Training?
3 months, Tinderfield, Florida, sir.
Whew, an old hand, huh? Well, get this. My name's Burwash, and it just so happens I happen to have the best goddamn crew in the group. Gotten used to it, and I like it like that. So if you're gonna fly with me, you gotta be good. And I mean good. Got it?
Yeah. Sir.
Tailgun's the most important defensive position on the entire ship. It's also the most dangerous. So if you foul up once, I might manage to forget about it. Then again, I might not. If you foul up twice, you're out. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. Oh, one last thing. Don't let Elmer here fool you. He may look sleepy, but he's the best gunner you'll ever fly with.
Yes, sir.
See you later, Culver.
Hey, do you think you like me?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Hello, Dr. Dereham. Oh, yes, hello, Jack. Yes, how is she? Well, it's hardly surprising. She's had a very bad shock. She won't see anyone? Well, would she see me, do you think? Well, look, you can't force her. She needs time. Listen, I'll try and pop in and on my way home tonight. Yes, well, I'm very fond of Vi, but I shouldn't bank. All right. Right, well, I'll be round then. Goodbye. On duty.
I know. Just wanted to look at you. And apologize for the damn Jeep breaking down the other night.
A nice try.
I made you so late.
Didn't matter.
I wish I could take you away somewhere.
You know I can't.
If I could get a few days.
Yes, Dr. Dereham. Oh, yes. Yes, sister. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, how are things? How's it all going?
All right.
The new land girls settling in?
Yes. As usual, they're working too hard and tiring themselves too quickly.
Well, of course, they're not used to it.
Daddy, I want to talk to you.
Yes, I do understand how you feel. Now, assuming they give you a clean bill of health at the next checkup, I'll try and pull a few strings. We'll have you in uniform before you can say Jack Robinson.
Daddy, you're going to hate me for telling you this.
Telling me what?
Mother, she's seeing Major Kiley.
Yes, I know.
You know? know. Have you spoken to her about it?
No. Nor do I intend to.
Why? I don't understand.
Darling, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but this is something between your mother and me. It really isn't any of your business.
You're not going to do anything about it?
I love your mother, Pat. Very much. I think she loves me. I know she wouldn't willingly do anything to hurt us. She's going through a difficult time at the moment, and we must try to understand and be patient. I'd rather we didn't talk about this again.
Daddy.
And I want you to promise me that you won't mention this to your mother.
I don't see why she should...
I want your promise, Pat. It's the only way if we're ever to get her back.
Very well. That's what you want.
Yes, that's what I want.
Bye.
Hello, Vi.
Sorry.
I asked Mrs. Dereham to come and see you, love.
I'm perfectly all right. I'm not ill.
Of course you're not. I haven't come to see you as a doctor.
Well, you haven't heard anything, have you? About Chuck?
I'm afraid not.
They'll let us know from the base as soon as there's any news. Major Kiley made that quite clear. He came to see us when it happened, the same day.
Oh, he's not dead. I know he's not dead.
We're probably going to hear very soon. Pat wants to know when you're coming back, Vi. There's so much to do at this time of the year. We need you.
Sometimes they get taken prisoner, don't they?
Mrs. Dereham was asking when you think you'll be able to come back on the farm.
And I wouldn't mind that, just as long as he's alive. Oh, he never did get that day at the seaside. I kept telling Chuck not to make promises. It's unlucky.
Vi, listen to me. What you do on the farm is just as important as what I do at the hospital or as what Rosie does at the factory.
I can't.
Yes, you can. I'm going to come round and see you again in a day or two. And I expect to see you up and about. Good night, Vi.
I just can't understand it. I mean, she's always been a fighter. It's not like her just to give up.
Oh, I'm sure she hasn't given up. Hello, Rosie.
Hello, Mrs. Dereham.
Oh, while you're here, would you like a drink?
No, I think I better be getting back.
Right.
She's had a bad knock. It's taken the wind out of her. But you keep telling her that she's needed. Stress how important it is for you to need her for work. I'm sure she'll come round.
Thank you, Mrs. Dereham. Good night.
That dame looks too good to be a doctor.
Do you think Chuck's all right?
Truth is, we don't know, Rosie. Anything could have happened.
Will they give you another plane now, Captain Burwash?
Well, if I'm a good boy, another B-17, another crew.
Oh, but Elmer will still be with you, won't he?
Oh, he'd better be.
You go and get your supper, Rosie. I'll take it over here.
Oh, I'm all right, Dad.
Now, run along, Rosie.
Good night, then.
That's a good girl you got there, Jack.
Ah, they're both good girls.
Still think you're right to let Vi get married, Jack?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what if Rosie there comes to you next week and says she wants to marry Elmer, or any one of them? Would you let her? Fair question, Jack.
No, next week is next week. Sufficient unto the day.
Let them all get married and we'll have a whole town full of widows.
I've got a fair question for you, Mac. About Stan.
I just hate to see Vi hurt in the way she is, Jack.
Lay off, Red. Stan Bilton?
Yes.
Well, what's the question, Jack?
Well, did you know that he was seen this morning catching the early bus to Ipswich?
No, I didn't. So what?
So, he had his uniform on, his kit bag, all his gear, and a suitcase. If you're interested.
Major Till coming up in?
Yep.
We were lucky. It's about the easiest trip we had. One will be like that.
I hope not. I want to see some action.
Stick around, kid. There'll be plenty.
Sergeant Cobra!
Colvero, sir.
Get your ass over here fast. How'd you like your first mission, kid?
I like just fine, thank you, sir.
Real sorry we didn't run any fighters for you. Try and do better for you next time.
That's okay, Captain.
What's that you got there?
That's my flak jacket, sir.
Just take it off, did you?
Yeah, I guess so.
You were wearing it during the mission, weren't you? Weren't you?
No, I guess not.
You goddamn little fool. What the hell do you think we're doing up there? That's no high school picnic we're going up there for. If you'd run into some fighters, you'd be praying. You want to stay with this group, Sergeant?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, get this. You wear that jacket at all times, and I mean all times during the mission. And just to help you remember, if I so much as hear that you've taken that jacket off at any time in the next 2 days, I'll have you transferred out of this group so fast you won't know what's happened to you. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Even in bed?
In bed? In the John Culvero. And make it a week.
Thank you, sir.
He's a nice guy when you get to know him.
Some of the new boys are pretty raw, Jim. We need more time to train them.
Well, there's no way, Roof. These greenhorns will just have to learn on the job. They're not shaping up too badly. Red Burwash.
Burwash. Has he gotten over the loss of his plane yet?
He's okay now. It's as tough as they come. You don't have to worry about him.
I worry about them all. I even worry about you, Jim.
Me?
Yeah, you. When was the last time you took a couple of days off? All the men I've ever worked with needed days off. What makes you so different? Well, Major?
Well, I guess I could use a weekend pass.
Good. Make it soon, huh?
Sure.
Look, I know who runs things around here. And I don't kid myself just because I'm the colonel. I'm doing all the work. But I think I could manage for a couple of days on my own without fouling things up. What do you say?
Colonel, you got yourself a job.
Major Kiley.
Oh, good afternoon, sister.
We don't have any of your men still with us, do we, Major?
No. No, I believe not.
Oh, Major.
Oh, Dr. Dereham.
I'm so glad you could make it. I wanted to talk to the Major for a moment. There's a meeting next week of the hospital's liaison committee. They're worried that we're taking too many of the casualties from the base.
Wouldn't you say we were managing perfectly well, Doctor?
Yes, well, I think that's the problem. Some of the other hospitals in the area want to do their bit, too. That'll be all, sister, thank you.
That sounded pretty good. Is it true?
True enough. I wasn't expecting it.
What are you laughing at?
Your face just now.
For a moment there, I couldn't think of a single reason why I was visiting the hospital at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, I think Sister knows anyway. She's nobody's fool.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Rufus has ordered me to take the weekend off. Can you get away?
I've got a meeting this weekend in Norwich.
Can you get out of it?
Well, I suppose I could.
We could take a car, get away to the sea. You want to, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Wait outside. I heard Stan's gone.
Yes.
Back to the army?
Back to his mum's. Ruby, then back to the army, I suppose. This time he's gone for good.
That for me?
Yes. It doesn't matter.
What does it say?
You're here now. Do you want to sit down?
Okay. Kid's all right? What happened?
Saturday night. Saturday night he got drunk. Very drunk. Deliberate. We've been building up to it ever since he got home. The first day. He tried to get me drunk too.
Why?
Can't you guess? I was his wife, he said, and it was my duty. Mac, I couldn't. I told him I couldn't. Wouldn't. He called me everything he could think of. Then, in the morning, he was gone. Cleared his things out before me and the kids were awake.
I never want to see you or the kids again as long as I live. Sal, I made a promise.
You can see what he says. He won't come back.
How do we know? How do we really know? Don't you understand? If I break my promise to Stan, he'll have a right to break his promise to me. A deal's a deal.
Deal?
Well, that night after the fight, I promised Stan I wouldn't come back here. If he promised me he wouldn't hurt you. I gotta go. You know how I feel about you. But I promised Stan.
I got it in Ipswich. Ripley's. 34 and 11. What do you think?
How many coupons?
4.
Rosie. Oh, it's very nice, and it suits you.
I couldn't resist it. Don't tell Dad. You coming down later?
You can manage without me, can't you?
Well, yeah. I just thought... You're gonna have to face people one day, you know.
I know.
Everyone's asking after you. I saw Letty today. You know the one she was going out with?
Mario.
Yeah, he was killed on the same rail.
Yes. Is she all right?
Well, she's helping out in the shop now, so I suppose she must be. Oh, Vi. I wish there was something I could do.
I've got a visitor for you, Vi.
Captain Bell.
Rosie, we're very busy downstairs. Give us a hand.
Yes, Dad.
Like your blouse, Rosie. Is it new?
Yeah. No. Well, almost.
It's real pretty.
Come along, Rosie.
I'm just coming. Shall we see you later, Captain Burwash?
I hope so.
Well, good night for now, then.
It's very nice of you to come.
I didn't want to come and see you. Figured it would just be a waste of time. The way you're acting now, all you're doing is proving all I ever said about our guys marrying English girls is the goddamn truth. I'm sorry.
Well, I really...
I've always been against it. You knew that. Go out with them, do what the hell you like with them, but don't let them fall in love with you and don't marry them. That's the way I see it.
Well, in that case...
What the hell am I doing here? When your pa told me that after what happened to Chuck, you were staying in your room, wouldn't come out, you know what I said? That's what happens if you get involved. And I went back to base feeling pretty pleased with myself. Then I got to thinking how Chuck had always said maybe that was true about most girls. But you were different. You were something special. Whatever happened to him, you wouldn't give up. You'd do him proud. And you know, for some crazy reason, I hope like hell you would, because he was worth it. How about that? You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go downstairs and ask your father to set me up a couple of drinks. One for you and one for me. And I'm going to wait downstairs in that bar until you come down if it takes all night. Wouldn't stand me up, would you, boy? Would you?
So I suppose fog or mist only makes things worse.
I'm sure. Sometimes it's pretty difficult knowing where you are. A few days ago, a couple of our guys landed over at Nettishaw. They swear they didn't know they were in the wrong place till they got to the debriefing room.
I suppose one airfield looks much like another from up there.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me.
Bye-bye.
Drink's got your name on it.
Thank you, Captain Burwash.
Hello, darling. You're home early.
Oh, there wasn't much on. The others can cope.
See the paper? 10th Corps entered Naples yesterday under Dick McCreary.
Don't you want to go in? It's getting rather cold.
No, not yet. No, this is a good spot. You get the last of the sun. Oh.
Hey.
Nice to see you. It's not often we get a chance to sit and talk.
I always seem to be busy these days. I'm sorry.
Oh, darling, don't be. You're doing valuable work. If it means I can't see as much of you as I'd like, that's a small sacrifice to make.
You're very understanding.
Am I?
I hardly know what's going on at the farm anymore. Is Pat managing all right with Vi away?
Oh, yes. She's, holding the fort.
She seems preoccupied. Withdrawn somehow.
Oh. Really? I hadn't noticed.
Well, perhaps it's just me. My imagination, after all, you see her much more than I do.
Yes.
Well, she had some friends of her own age. She hardly ever goes out.
Darling, she's not the sort that likes going to parties. There's no harm in that.
That's not what I meant.
She's all right. Leave her alone.
Oh, I wasn't going to have a confrontation. Or should I? Should we?
Look at the way the sun catches those leaves.
Yes. Beautiful.
It's always been my favorite time of the year. The autumn. You're away this weekend, aren't you?
Yes, I've got that meeting in Norwich. I could get out of it.
No, you go. Thanks, Pat.
Here you are. I was wondering where you'd got to. I've just had a phone call from Vi. She's coming back on Monday.
Oh, I am glad.
Good. She's feeling all right now, then.
Well, apparently. It's too cold out here. I'll take you in. Well, we finally finished lifting the beat, which is a mercy. Now we've got to start carting it tomorrow. I hate that. It goes on forever. Yes, going back forever.
How long you gotta wear that?
4 more days. Take it off when you're in here. Are you kidding? You won't tell?
No.
If he found out I'd be out of the crew like that. Why don't you come into town tonight? In this thing. Oh, yeah. Too bad. Where are you from, Billy? New York City.
Oh, yeah? How about that?
Guy had this bed before. Mario, he was from New York.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, what'd you do?
Oh, you know, lots of things.
Like what?
Oh, I had a few jobs. Worked in a soda fountain for a while.
A soda jerk. Hey, me too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I thought it'd be real easy, but they had me running around that place. Hey, where'd you say it was?
What?
The soda fountain. The soda fountain where you work.
Oh, corner 7th Avenue and 34th Street.
Oh, yeah. Nice place.
Yeah.
Hey, Calvero.
Yeah, here.
Captain Burwash wants to see you in the debriefing room. He says to make it fast.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm coming.
What do you think, Elmer?
Skip will tell him to take his flak jacket off. What else?
You know something?
What?
He's a pretty funny guy, that Calvero.
I like him.
Well, me too. Only he didn't work in no soda fountain on the corner of 7th Avenue and 34th Street.
Why not?
Because there ain't no soda fountain on the corner of 7th Avenue and 34th Street. That's why not.
Maybe he got the street wrong.
Maybe. Something funny about him all the same.
Reminds me of home. Our summer place on Cape Cod. Just like this.
You get homesick?
Sometimes. Places more than people. I don't miss the kind of life I had.
I've forgotten how much I've missed the sea. I used to take Pat every summer to Cornwall, which was a little...
Careful. Sometimes I thank God for the war. I'd have gone on fooling around forever if I hadn't enlisted.
Oh, I don't suppose you would have.
You didn't know me then. Wouldn't like me very much. Ever read The Great Gatsby?
I always thought Gatsby was rather a romantic figure.
Well, not in real life.
Ducks and Drakes. We used to play that.
It's getting cold.
My brother and I when we were little.
Shall we go back? God, you're beautiful. I look at your eyes, everything seems to make sense. I feel as if I've been running around in circles, looking for something I wasn't even sure existed. Sound crazy? I love you.
Look, I talked to the guy down at personnel. He says there ain't nothing about what he did before he enlisted. But, I mean, there's loads of guys never had a steady job.
You know what I think? I think he's in trouble with the cops.
Where'd you get that stupid idea?
Listen, whenever we get to talking about things back home, he just clams up on me like he was hiding something.
You reckon he's some kind of criminal?
Well, suppose the guy's a part of a dope ring. Or maybe he's a jewel thief.
Yeah, or a cat burglar.
Yeah. Hey,
how about a hitman for the mafia?
Yeah, well, I suppose he... Okay, wise guy. But there's something funny about him all the same, and I'd sure as hell like to know what it is.
Hey, fellas! Yeah, I just seen the skipper. Oh, boy, do I feel good.
Well, if it's all right, I'd like to start straight away, this afternoon.
All right, I should say so,
That
yes, but...
dreadful man from the Agricultural Committee was here earlier. Did he find you? Hello, Vi.
Yes, it appears he wants us to plough the 7-acre. I don't much like the idea of that.
Vicious little toad.
Now, that field's been a paddock for as long as I can remember. Still, it's not all gloom. Vi's come back to us.
Good.
And she wants to start this afternoon.
Right. We're still carting sugar beet, my least favourite job. What's lunch in the kitchen?
Yeah, Vi can have a bite with us and then you can take her out.
Right. Oh, I want to nip into the village later. I hear Albert Mundy's got some hair grips.
Oh, fine.
What did you tell him?
Oh, I said I'd think about it. I'm not making any decisions before I've spoken to your mother.
Why? She hasn't been near the farm in months. I shouldn't think she cares one way or the other. I'm starving.
It's been rather a strain for Pat managing on her own. She'll be glad to have you back. Well, come on, let's see what Nanny's managed to find for lunch, shall we? Whoops.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
Mummy! Mummy! All right. Mummy!
For goodness sake, keep your voice down.
It's Uncle Joe! What? Only Uncle Joe knocks like that.
Betty. Betty, you better go upstairs and keep an eye on William. Betty! Upstairs.
I couldn't keep away, Sal. Not again.
Oh, Mac.
I don't know what we're going to do about Stan.
Mac, don't you understand? He doesn't want me. Not anymore.
Well, all I know is I want you.
Uncle Joe! Uncle Joe!
Hello, Princess! Oh! Hey, now, watch out. You're going to strangle me to death.
You want to wait, then?
Yes, I think we'll give her half an hour or so.
I shouldn't even think she's at the hospital. She's probably out somewhere with Major Kiley.
Pat, please.
Now you're getting angry with me because I tell you the truth. You never get angry with her.
No, that is not true.
We've hardly seen her this week. She says it's because she's busy caring for the sick. Well, why can't she
Now,
stay
that's
home
enough. I won't have you talk like that about your mother. If you can't control your tongue, then shut up.
All right, I'll shut up. Only person I care about this whole wretched business is you. All I do is make you angry.
Oh, Pat, please.
I don't think I'll wait if you don't mind. I can't bear to see you hurt like that. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. There's a lady asking to see you.
A lady?
Yes, sir. Miss Dereham. She said you'd want to see her.
Oh, Miss Dereham?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sergeant, bring her in.
Miss Dereham, sir.
Hello, Pat. Thank you, Sergeant. Sit down for a minute.
I know I shouldn't have come. As a matter of fact, I didn't think you'd be here. I was trying to prove something.
Prove what?
Doesn't matter. I expect you know what I've come about.
No, I don't.
You're having an affair with my mother, aren't you?
Now, just a minute.
Please don't deny it. I've spoken to her about it.
Does Helen know you're here?
No, but we've talked. I want you to stop seeing her. It isn't fair on my father. I know he behaves as if nothing was happening, but he knows. Can you imagine what it's like from sitting there in his
Will you
chair?
listen to me for a minute? The first thing you have to understand is that I love your mother. I'm not just fooling around.
I didn't think you were.
There's something else which is just as important. I believe your mother loves me. It's not something either of us wanted to happen. But there's no point in pretending. It won't just go away. Even if we wanted it to. Pat, I'm sorry about this. But these things happen. You just gotta be grown up about it and try to understand. I can't promise to stop seeing Helen. I don't think I could keep my promise even if I did.
Don't treat me like a child.
I didn't mean to.
Why, Jim? It's so unfair. I think I better go.
Should I come with you?
No, I'm all right. I shouldn't have come here. You must think I'm a real pain in the ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just can't help it. Don't know what to do anymore.
Come on, I'll take you home. Okay?
Yes, thanks.
I'll shove off then.
I'm sorry, Jim.
For what? Take care of yourself.
Nanny.
Come in, Miss Patricia.
Major Kiley brought me home in his jeep.
Oh, well, come in, son. Mind the black eye.
Well, Pat, I really have to get back.
We'll have that man Monday reporting us.
Who is it, Nanny?
It's Miss Patricia and Major Kiley.
Ask him to come in.
Come in, sir. Quick. This way. Oh, your supper is on the kitchen table, Miss Patricia. In here, Major. Major Kiley.
Thank you, Nanny. Nanny will take care of Pat. Thank you for bringing her home.
I was glad to.
Will you have a drink? We still seem to have some whiskey here. Helen's gone to bed. She's on early call tomorrow.
Yes. Thanks.
I suppose Pat tried to see you at the base.
That's right.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. She was rather upset earlier on. She shouldn't have involved you.
I'm involved anyway, Major.
Yes, I dare say. Do you think it would do any good to talk about that?
I think we have to talk about it. I love your wife.
Yes. I've known about that for some time. No, not from Helen. Might have been better if she and I could have talked it over, but I find that kind of thing rather difficult.
Major Dereham, I want you to...
Please don't say anything, old man. I can't say I'm very happy about this, but the most important thing is that Helen should be, do you see? And what I'm trying to say is that I won't stand in the way. I'll give Helen her freedom, if that's what she wants. Yes, very much more to say, is there?
Okay, Major, you win. I won't see her again. I'll get the hell out, transfer to another group. Do me a favor, don't tell her we talked like this.
Oh, no, of course not. But are you sure that this
No,
is...
I'll write to her. Make up some excuse. Your wife's a fine woman. But I guess you don't need me to tell you that. Good night, Major.